Hello everybody, Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. The regular viewers to my channel will notice that yesterday, today being Thursday, Wednesday, I did a review of this kit along with the other one that it comes with, which is the T28. This is actually a what if, the other one is the actual proper one. And this is not necessarily a start of a build, but following that review, a lot of you guys have commented around the tracks. Now there's 2,400 parts alone in the tracks. Remember, this tank has 4 rows of tracks rather than the usual 2. So 2,400 parts in the tracks alone. There's 6 parts to each link, and basically they are very, very complex and they're workable. So I've actually put some together here. I'll get the light on now that the box is gone. I've put some together here. You can see they're workable, they're lovely. Somebody also commented apparently the Dragon kit uses Sherman tracks, and these tracks are apparently narrower, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But as I say, I've got a load of stuff in front of the cabinet and I can't get to the cabinet to open it to measure the width of the tracks on the Dragon kit, but I'm sure the person is saying it right, because otherwise why would they be saying it? But apparently these are not just Sherman tracks, they are apparently narrower. So the talk is, apparently it's like, get resin tracks, just get resin tracks, because you're going to spend hours doing these. Now I've done these 2 this morning before I went and met my mum for lunch, and believe me, it is pretty tedious. So what I thought I'd do, if we go to the part of the instructions where the tracks are, they're here, yeah, they go. So you can see we've actually got a jig, which is here, and then we've got the track pad, which is touching the road, 2 of those going in, and then we've got these parts here, which are the pivots, and they're telling you here to cut that off. I don't think you want to do that at the moment, because they fit perfectly with the sprue still attached. And then we've got the horns going in, and we've got the 2 inner pads going on. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts per link, and it's quite complex, and you've got all the cleanup and everything as well. So what I thought I'd do is grab our friendly iPhone with a stopwatch, and what we'll do is we will start building some, and what I'll do is I'll speed the camera up, put some music on or whatever, and we'll see how long it takes to do. This is 7 links on here, and cleverly what they've done here, they've got 7 track pads on there. There's 7 track pads there, so you just cut them off, clean the ends up, and then cut them up and clean the other ends off. Here they've got the sprue gate is actually on the edge, which is quite good, which is nice. I think where they have missed the trick is where I think it was Meng did it. With these horns, they've got the sprue gate onto the connection area, so you need to cut them off and clean them up so you can actually fit them on. But what they haven't done, they've got these connectors between them, but they're not the same pitch as these. They're further apart, so you can't sort of cut them all off and then glue them on. So I can show you here. Look, the horns are not the same pitch as they are when they're actually assembled onto the track. So they've missed a trick there. They could have had them sort of on a block, so you cut them off and just glue them all on as one, and then trim the sprue gates off after. So you've got to put those on individually. You've also got a sprue gate on the side, and you've got to cut those off and sand them. Best done on the sprue. I'm going to go straight to this side because we need 8, and there's only 7 there, so we need 8. So I'm going to go straight to this side. We'll cut one of these off. We'll cut a whole load of those off, and then we'll cut 1/2 of these and 1/2 of these, and go from there. Clean up, and as I say, I'll speed up and put some music on or something so you don't have to listen. But believe me, it's quite complex, and it may well put you off buying this model. But as I say, I have been in touch with DN Models. They do a set of tracks for this, and they look very nice. I haven't heard back from them yet, but they are apparently going to send me a set for review. And now that they see I've got the model, they might well send them quicker. We shall see. But anyway, if not, I'll just have to buy them, or just use these. So let's see how we get on. So I'm going to start the stopwatch, and then start taking the parts off. Obviously, the couple of seconds it is to get the jig off, it doesn't count. So let's give it a go. And there we go. So you can see, what's that, 24 minutes. How'd you get the stopwatch to come back up? Oh, come on. 24 minutes. Okay, so a little bit of fumbling there, that's why I'm taking off the 30 seconds. But 24 minutes to assemble 7 links. Now then, let's get the calculator out. So we know we've got 400 links in total. We've got 4 lots of 100. Okay, divided by 7 equals 57. Times 27. Guys, I'm editing this in later. You can see I've done some more here now. I used the wrong calculation. I used 27 minutes, didn't I? It's actually 24 minutes. So I'll take off the 27 seconds. That's where I got confused because of my fumbling and the messing up with the gluing and everything. So if we go to calculator, so it's basically pretty much the same. It's the same calculation, but obviously the outcome is different. So it's 400 track links. We know we need 4 lots of 100 divided by 7, which is how many we can make at a time. So that's 57. So we do that by times by 24 minutes equals 1,371. That's minutes. So we'll divide it by 60 to get to hours. And there we go. 22.85 hours. So 23 hours. I was slightly out. So 23 hours to assemble the tracks on this kit. Anybody going over to DM Models? Gonna have a look over at DM Models and buy some resin tracks? I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.